Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing?
Be silly. Welcome once again to the weekly WAYPN. I am Cal, and that's Sunny.
What is happening?
Also known as Henry and Sangita.
Well, I was going to tell you guys we've got some good news and we've got some bad news, but I'm just going to be upfront. The bad news is you got to deal with us two for the next hour.
Or less, depending on how much we talk, as you know.
Well, you've already interrupted while I was doing the intro, so... Alright, let us start off with Ron Purvis. And this time, I will remember to open new things, because apparently, if I don't, only if I'm recording, does Facebook just go, I'm going to have a heart attack.
Because it's using too much RAM.
I don't know why. Alright.
Wow, look at the shinies at the back.
So, yeah, they're
looking...
looking...
Oh, it looks good. Especially once you zoom in and you see all the
detail.
The detail. And I do like your color choice. You've got a nice sort of cherry red accent, and then you got a nice sort of emerald green
with the face plates.
For visors, and that's good. That's a very nice compliment.
Yeah, I think that the whites come out pretty well, and white is
very
notorious for turning out poorly.
And I think the pure black that you have done, it really helps to bring out the contrast with the white as well. But I think you've done a really good job.
But I think like black, white and grey is usually good for a colour scheme. And like the fact that he's only gone 2 colours with it leaves it as a mostly monochrome, colour harmony, which works well for it. So, alright. What do you think Ron could improve?
It seems that he's done most of his shading with the grey parts.
Yeah.
So I do think the shading could be a bit more smoother.
With the whitish grey?
The whitish grey and maybe even the grey bits as well, to really bring out that sort of metal look or painted metal look.
So,
Well,
so for me, I don't mind how this white grey looks. Right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think it looks fine, right? But I do think if you're going to have a black this quote unquote perfect, just no highlighting, no nothing with it, right?
Yeah.
It contrasts too starkly against the other things and makes this look dirty. So so like if this was highlighted or something, or like maybe slightly lighter but had a similar sort of wash treatment, like then
it won't. Yeah, because white is extremely difficult to control because of you have to keep it very pristine, right? Everything will show up. Any mistake, any texture, whatever it may be, will show up with white. So when you especially have something that dark of a black contrasting next to something so stark like white as well, it just brings out any other flaw that you may have had on the white.
I don't mind how the white looks, because I think it looks very sort of deliberate. It looks like it's sort of these are things that are used. They're not.
Yeah, they're not like fresh off the manufacturing factory.
But the black sort of spoils that, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I think like I'd be really happy with these. And the amount of time spent. So next up, we got me.
Yay!
So it's just me showing off how I did these guys up, and I just do them in bits and pieces, and then discovered that I've done the wrong shoulder. Oh man, I really hate the way that they tri-parted the laser kits for this. I think that was just a terrible mistake, because you've got to be you either have to put it together completely, or you have to or you have to be super precise with it because it doesn't leave you a lot of room for error with the flamer especially because it's only got such a tiny connection point. Alright, so next up, and I missed this one before. So like I only liked it now and I was like, oh, I hadn't seen this the whole week. So some more progress on the Middle Earth and working on Bjorn.
Bjorn, yep.
Isn't that a folk singer?
Bjorn, yes.
Yes.
This is well, I'm not sure if she's a folk singer, but I know she.
I'm pretty sure this is a he.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that he sings folk.
Yep.
I can't be certain, but I think
definitely folkish.
I like the sort of cross stitching that he's done here to give texture to it.
Yeah, it's cross hatching actually.
Whatever.
Honey, you gotta use the right terms with art.
Listen, I'm a YouTuber now, so I'm meant to make errors so that people will comment about how I'm an idiot, and I'm just like, oh, engagement fools.
Anyhow, cross hatching, well done to create the burlap.
Yeah.
The burlap sack.
But yes, apparently he has a bear form.
Oh, is that? Oh, interesting.
So he must be some sort of druidic dude.
Nice.
I can't remember this guy.
I think the shadowing is very prominent in the arm muscles, but it seems that the leg area could use a bit more definition, especially with
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
I don't know. I think
it is a work in progress, so we'll see how it goes. Davith! Oh, it's not Davith.
It's
Sorry.
James.
It's an automatic reaction.
As soon as you see a BattleTech guy.
It's not the BattleTech guy. It's a whole lot of unpainted minis and like a new item, and I'm like, Davith, and then it's like. Sorry, automatic reaction. You know the Marge Simpson meme?
No, I don't.
You know where it's like, Lisa goes, she says something where she got in trouble and she goes, Bart! And then, Bart's like, what did I do? And she's like, oh, sorry, automatic reaction.
Sadness.
So it's from Loot Studios. I was going with a white base, but decided some metallic brown. So let's take a look. Let's see
if there's any paint job.
Yes.
And I believe James Miller had done the very beautiful Titans that we saw the last time. So, ooh, very metal.
Yeah. Yes. So he's going with a white base, decided to use a metallic medium, and then used sponges with different mix to add the weathering colours on the body and the base. So, I'm not too sure how he's trying to do the
weathering?
Well, like, if it's just meant to be just a metal model. Like, because, like, obviously there's it white. Now, here's it metallic. Because the issue is, right, if you have, like, just a metal model, like, you don't have any visual interest.
Yeah, maybe it needs more accents.
Well...
textures.
Like, if I was doing something like this where it's bare metal, that sort of thing, I'd probably add rust or something like that.
Yeah, isn't that what he was trying to do with the weathering?
So stuff? Yeah, he has, and it's come out on the base here as much, but I'm not sure of the goal. So I don't want to comment too much because I'm not sure if this is just
a whip.
Yeah. But at the moment, if you're just going for just a metallic one, I think you're going to need to do a bit more. And then next up, we've got James.
It's looking very colourful.
And, of course, my thing... Oh, no, it's working. Okay, so let's take a look. So these are from Scythe, I believe.
Yep,
so
Scythe.
I'll relate. So I was encouraged to post recently. First time posting on WAYPN. They're the Hero Minis from Scythe. I'm happy with how they're looking and looking forward to playing them. So one of the things with board games, which he's done very prominently, is you have coloured bases.
Yeah.
So really wants to make sure that's going. And so this is one of the few times where I'll just be like, that's okay. Leave the base as is. Because when it comes to this, right, you know, if you're going to be playing with people, you know, you gotta...
It has to be a purposeful paint job, not something just for beauty.
Yes, because he's painting game pieces here. So I think that orange has come out really good. I really like this dog wolf here.
Is it I think
it's a wolf.
Is it a bear, honey?
No, like that.
That's a boar, apparently.
Am I blind? I might be
Maybe
blind.
you have to zoom into it because it does... It's a confusion.
Confusion.
Confucius. Oh,
no,
wow.
It's
a bear.
No, that's a bear.
No, that's a wolf, honey. Look at the snout.
That one's the bear.
That's a wolf. That's a bear.
Look, that's a bear.
Look at how narrow that snout is. It can't be a bear. Look, the guy beside him is a wolf too.
That's a wolf, yes. There are more than one type of wolf.
I don't know, man. I think that's a wolf at the back. I definitely think that's a bear at the front.
That's a bear right there.
Okay, James, you tell us.
That's a wolf. That's a bear.
Well, you're going to have to correct us, Mr. James.
But yeah, I think that they've come up pretty good. I think that the yellow, not as great.
Yeah.
And I think essentially yellow and orange are just tragic. They're always hard to do.
I do... sorry, please continue.
Yeah, no, you go.
No, I do feel that the orange blue dude's ride steed, he does look quite metallic, actually.
What, this?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does not.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
Look at the face. It looks like it's got a metal mask of it. It's very
it might be a metal thing here, but not. It looks not like the fur.
I don't know. It looks very metallic.
But anyway, I really liked the patterning on this animal here.
Yeah, okay.
This mystery animal. Could it be a tiger?
Is it a dog? It can't be a tiger, honey. How would it? Oh, maybe he just painted it that way, but it was a tiger.
I'm not sure.
We are very confused. Look how fat that one is. You see?
This is a bear. It's a wolf.
Oh, okay.
Maybe tiger. Maybe.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe it is a tiger. Look at the body structure. Looks like a tiger.
Yeah, the backpack's throwing it a bit though for the body structure.
Well, then, wow.
But yeah, so anyway, I think you got some very clean colours.
Oh, yes.
I think that I really like the patterning with this. But if this is a tiger, I'd really work on brightening up this.
Like stripes, like patterned stripes.
Well, like I don't think like the patterning's bad. But I do think you really need to bring the colour up a lot. You want that kind of orange.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Rather than this kind of orange.
Yeah.
Right, which is more a brown. That's why I thought it was a wolf, you know, like a... where they have those more mottled colours.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But yeah, I think clean colours. I think yellow needs some work. Probably some highlighting along there. And the only reason is because everything else looks... like fairly clean, quite nice. But I think with that one, though I do think that the eagle came out quite nicely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that would be my feedback for this.
Yes.
I think that the basing's fine because obviously it's for a board game. For me personally, I'd still probably base them up. But that's because I'm me.
But yeah, I think it's very popping, especially the choice color. I'm not sure if the bases come like that. It's very eye-catching. It's going to be good to differentiate everyone on the board this way. Mm-hmm.
All right, so next up... Oh,
yes, this one.
So, we have Randon.
Mr. Randon Gobble.
Yeah, Gobble.
Mr. Randon.
But yeah, I have to say I'm super impressed with these because I've worked with these Bushido miniatures, and I wasn't the biggest fan of working with them, but the way he's made these look is just fantastic.
I know, and it's just like maybe it's the models that you were painting. I don't know, but
apparently the models I were painting were some of the oldest in the range.
Oh,
but I don't know. I just think...
I just looked at this and I was like, this makes me feel excited to play this game.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But even though you did a really good job painting the Bushido models, it didn't really excite me the way these models look.
Well, I think it's primarily this bear.
It's true.
Like, because I take a look at these guys, right? And like, there's nothing wrong with these guys and the other bear there, right? But it's that highlighting which has got it so that it's as if the light is actually hitting it. So you see along those ridge lines that you see the fur like almost look like a completely different color. And that's how things look in reality. And looking at that, it just looks so good. And see even here at this more prominent facing of the eye, it has like more of the dot of white. So just like all those little details have really come out on this. Like for me, I'd say that bear, is pretty close to showcase level. I'd say like...
Oh, I think it's showcase.
Well, no, like the only things that are holding it back would be like these straps here. Like some of them look quite nice and striking and all of that thing, but like it just looks so good. It looks absolutely fantastic, all of it. Like I think it really steals the show with all of these guys here, and the basing is absolutely fantastic. So,
oh yeah,
like we've talked about before, no actual area would have this many elements in it, but you do that for your basing to give visual indicators of where they are, and like I think of like I know that. Obviously, they're not North American, but that sort of North American mountainous style terrain, that's where I sort of envision these people being, because there's sort of like that turf grass.
Yeah, mountain terrain essentially.
And then there's like some tufts, a little bit of rocks and all of that sort of thing.
Lots of rocks,
yeah. Like that's the... Oh, okay, what have I done? Alright, that's the kind of terrain that I sort of picture them in. But yeah, I think it's absolutely fantastic. Like, if you were aiming for character level, you shot well above it. I think you've done really well.
Brandon is always putting out the really high quality stuff.
Yes.
So, yeah, the bear really caught my eye. I love it. And we have...
Next up, we've got Joseph.
Mr. Joseph Malone.
So, would you like to read for once?
Okay. People of the Star Spears and People of the Sun for Kingdom Death are all done and they're ready to go. I've also got some prep work done for the next project. All the Kingdom Death guys I have who wand white, lion fur, painted first. Okay.
Let's take a look. Let's go on a Joseph Malone adventure.
Hooray!
So these spear ones are People of the Stars, which is... Oh no, the face is a bit...
She looks cranky.
The face is a bit munted, but everything else looks really good.
Okay.
Well, like, you take a look at the face, right? And there's, like, no lips. And the eyes are quite shadowed and that sort of thing. But, like... Everything else looks quite nice.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that face is puny.
Oh, yeah, no, it is. Totally. But
It's
I mean, like...
probably not easy to get there.
I didn't say it was. But the golds come out quite nice and shiny.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a good metallics vibe to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
I wonder.
that's looking good.
I wonder.
Like the cape.
Ah, yes. Very well done with the shading on the cape.
Okay, and then... Oh no, he's cross-eyed.
Googly eye man. Yes. I think you've done really nice. It was very consistent actually, so that's good. As like with the other girls, and the colors and everything looks exactly the same, which is good.
Yes.
It shows a sense of uniformity with them.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's the...
So I think this is the people of the sun.
Maybe.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I think so. Yeah, because he said the spear people were the star people. Oh, yeah, this one's...
This face has come out a lot better than the other one, I think. But also he's got so many little weird, odd details.
I think on the upper half, yeah. But I think he's done the rope belt.
Yeah,
very
the rope
nice.
belt has come together really well.
Yes. The weapon, though, if it's meant to be metal, it didn't really come through, I think.
I think what that is...
A sheath?
I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah.
Alright. So now
They've
he's
got
just getting the
primed.
people.
These are very nice. Very
Okay.
interesting.
So yeah, essentially what I'd say is, I think the faces need more work, and like I've seen him do better work with the faces, and like if this is going to be, as I understand it, the people of the stars and the people of the sun are a sort of campaign style, and if they're going to be sort of main characters, I figured that, you know, you should
Have
put a bit more effort into the face.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that as well. Now we're moving on.
Oh, yes. So what I've really liked is I've seen both Joseph and Peter ask questions on here about, you know, have you guys tried out this? Have you guys tried out that? And, like, not only just that people have... not only have people, like, given comments, they've given... valuable comments, not just like sort of like, I like turtles.
But what I enjoy is that, you know, Joseph, as I have noticed, really makes use of WAYPN as a resource. You know, he's not just showing off his work to get feedback and, you know, for the joy of sharing. He's also using the platform as a way to get to know more things in the hobby, get more opinions. So I feel he's very well rounded in that, and I would like to see more people ask questions and, you know, be involved in that.
Well,
way.
Peter has.
Peter, I know, yes, Peter as well. But I'm just saying
I'm totally getting it. So
yes, the false amble.
Yes, well, this is actually the real amble. Because,
is it?
Because they made ambles before Games Workshop took creative license, shall we say? Because like you look at this and you thought amble.
No, that's what I thought.
And it's
He corrected me in the comments. Well, he didn't correct me. He gave me some insight, if you will.
Did he?
Yeah, take a look. I thought it was kind of funny.
All right, well, we'll take a look. Let's see what was said.
You can see it as it looks like the amble, and he says the amble is a robot Umber Hulk, and this is an off-brand Umber Hulk, so they should look. Wait, what is the real Umber Hulk?
So the Umber Hulk is from D&D.
Ah.
And so then in like whenever they were doing, let's not get into this. This is a whole sidetrack. Let's move on.
Okay. So it's definitely looking umbery. That's for sure.
But he's finished off a little later on. So let's get into it there.
Okay.
Oh, and so YouTube is very odd. We can have thousands of views, tens of thousands of views, or just a couple hundred.
But to be fair, I think with the first thumbnail that we used for this video, it did not really look like how it usually looks. I mean, it really picked up after we used that one. So I think it's something to do with that.
Okay, so these are works in progress.
Yes, by Ron, and he's got more things to show us.
So I feel like he's got like very consistent with his white, but I feel like the bases are pretty lacking. Like I just don't enjoy this base because like I know that they're works in progress, but I've seen him do this one before because it doesn't feel evocative to me.
Is it because of the sort of zoom out type of base that he's done, or
no? Because like there's just not enough to tell the story there. Oh, and Stephen won this award, so we hope that our feedback has been helpful for you, my dude.
Well, let's read the caption.
Right, very well.
Thank you all for the encouragement and comments. I'd like to present the best painted team of the tournament over the weekend, the Jungle Survivors. Oh wait, Saviors.
Yes.
Jungle Saviors.
But yeah, I think like with all of that, I hope that the feedback really helped in making, you know, your team number one. Number one! But yeah, so... Oh!
It's Cal.
It's not Davith.
It's not Davith, I know. I was like, oh, has Cal caught the Davith bug and gone into assemblies only? I was like, maybe it's just one post.
No,
Next week.
He's been putting things together for a while. But to be fair, Cal usually does things in bulk. He's just like a machine. He's just like, I'll get this done, and then I'll get this done, and then I'll get this done.
He usually has more than one post throughout a week to show what he's done. I mean, it's small amounts, like maybe 5 models, 3 models, 5 models, like that, but still.
Yeah, so he's just showing off his assembly, and I do like that people show off their assemblies. I do want Davith to paint something.
Yeah, Mr. Davith, knocking on the door. Knock, knock. Hello.
Yes, but other than that, the reason why we're giving him a hard time is obviously people have different strengths and weaknesses, and Davith is very good at getting stuff organized and getting stuff built, which I'm not as good at getting stuff built, but he's got to get the brush.
It's your favorite.
Oh yes, so I very much enjoyed this and how people responded because I thought it was funny. You know,
other people have made their own memes of this, and it's just
yes. I see what you're saying.
I do enjoy the original, like, show you, what do you mean show you the item I didn't receive? I was like, so relatable.
Oh, well, you know, apparently somebody gave me a response on a meme website on that one. So apparently why they do that is some people who will have actually received items will send a picture of the item that they haven't received when they're trying to, like, essentially scam.
Oh, they're trying to say that, I didn't receive the item, and then it's kind of like tricking you into doing
apparently.
something.
And I'm just like,
Interesting.
But yes, and yes, we've got...
Oh, yeah. I was like, when I was putting together the notes earlier today, because I start from the bottom going up, and I saw the boot. And I was like, it's brushstroke, isn't it? And then after that, I look up and it's like, yep. Once you see the smooth,
yes,
you just know it's him.
Oh, my comment has been silenced because my one is the smooth peach emoji.
Well, I have supported your comment if you take a look.
But yeah, so I think yes. Classic brushstroke, very smooth. And
I wanted to say that this guy is looking a bit too fancy to be a death god. I know it's just... I'm not talking about the colors. I'm talking about the elements in the armor. I mean, look at that spiked left foot. Is that a left foot? Yeah, it is a left foot. Look at how many spikes there is.
Yes, I do see the spikes. But to be fair, once he does start dirtying it up, it really does transform. But I just hate seeing Brushstroke do like Death Guard or armies like them, because it feels like such a betrayal of his particular style.
What do you mean?
Because his style is so neat and clean and beautiful, and like it's all like, look how beautiful this area is,
right.
and then it's just like, oh, by the way, you know that perfectly smooth surface that I painted? Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up now.
Yeah, I'm gonna trash
and
it.
it's just, and I'm just.
How could, why
did you do this?
Right. Oh no, wait. Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
But, and it's me.
Who is this?
So there's.
Oh, I like briefcase, dude. I mean, look at that pose. Look at him. It's like, do you like my Versace bag?
Oh no, I've clicked something. Now we're all doomed.
You clicked on Seymour.
Yes.
Mr. Mimo Seymour.
But yeah, so I did get some comments on this. So down here, James commented about how he's like, my inner purist wants to see a blue plasma. But basically the reason I didn't do that is because they're all pretty blue already.
That's true.
So I wanted something that contrasted well. And he was also...
Oh, you should have gone with an orange plasma if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but it was on the table, so...
Yeah.
I had it right there. And so I think they look decent.
I do think the choice of blue really accentuates that good guy feel. At least I hope they are the good guys.
Well, there are no good guys in 40K,
in 40K.
But they're more gooder than the chaos.
The cultists.
Yes. But yes, so briefcase guy is actually medical kit guy.
Yes, okay.
So
Versace medical.
Versace medical. I see. Is it because of his pose?
I mean, look at that pose. Look at it. It's just like, do you like my bag? I hope you've seen it.
So, do you want to give me some critique?
I wouldn't know what to really critique on. Okay, I guess some things I did point out this to you. I thought that the plasma could increase the sort of that light effect right at the top, maybe a little bit more highlight on it, bring up the brightness right at the top, because I can see the ridges, but I really think you could really accentuate the ridges. But other than that, I think you've done a really good, really well done paint job. It's smooth. It's pick out all the details. There is a strong sense of character in this piece, which is the level that you were aiming for, which is character level. So I think you've really hit the target, especially with the phone guy, right? Yeah, the meme dude. Like, I really appreciate that I don't know what that grid thing is.
Oh,
the arm radio.
Got the grids.
I do not know what it is, but it was so smooth and clean, and my eye really did go there, and it's very nice, very nicely done, I think. Oh, okay. One more thing would be the choice. The gun has that different shade of blue, right? But the value is very similar to that of the armor.
It is. So it's just it's the exact same color as the armor, except I added some phthalo green to it.
Yeah, I can tell that it's a bit more turquoisey. I feel that you could have used more contrast, like maybe a darker color.
Because like the thing is, I just copied the colors from the Games Workshop.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
why.
Sure thing. All right then.
Alright, so next up...
Oh, Mr. Aiden, we haven't seen in so
long-time lurker.
long.
So he's been watching this whole time.
In the darkness.
Yes.
So is this Adeptus Sororitas, as you call it?
Yes, the Sisters of Battle.
The Sisters of Battle.
A Sister of Battle.
Yeah, gotta say it with the voice. So let's take a look here.
Read the words.
Okay.
Woman.
Long time lurker, first time poster. Here's what's been on my workbench today. Managed to get both these ladies painted today, and I'm quite happy with how they've come out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
So
we've got a cherub.
Yes.
And that's what it's called, right? Cherub?
Yes, the cherubs are mildly terrifying part of 40k lore.
Yeah. Oh, look at him.
Well, him is a her, and she's all bald.
Yeah, it's bald.
So.
And it's
very... Oh, here's my palette. So, can you read this out?
And here's my Palatine Kit Ash 2. I'm pretty happy with the sword's glow effect. Had planned for it to be more subtle, but stuffed up the dilution ratio. Still happy with how it came out, though.
It has come out well.
It actually... I'm sorry, Aiden, but it looks more like a crystal sword to me than it does a glowing sword. I think because of the texture of it.
So, here's what I'd say. I'd say that the bloodiness is too over the top here for me, right? I do think you've made an excellent choice with your basing, but I do think that you need more than just the elements of the crackling.
Yes.
Like this base is okay because it's got this little whatever that thing is there. And like you've got this thing flowing off. Without those elements, I'd not pass these bases. I think having the white against the red makes them stand out that much better, especially since it's a cold tone white rather than a warm tone white.
And it would require some dusting along the boot area with some pigment.
I don't mind that. Because she's got lots of dusting and that sort of thing, right? So I don't mind how this other one over here, this other one over here is all sort of all white.
I disagree. I think there should be a level of consistency, and it's the story. We always advocate for this. If it's gonna be on that sort of dusty dirt type of environment, it has to show on the model itself as well.
But I like how the whites come out. I think could be a tiny bit cleaner. Like it's a bit dusty on some of the areas with the dry brushing. I think you went a bit over the top with the effects, but I really do like everything here because it's very neat and readable other than the effects.
Yes.
Like you know what everything is, you can tell by just a glance, and just doing white is a hell of a task. My only advice would be start with probably a shade or two darker with the white and bring it up more to that white that you've got at the moment because there's not as much
shading and value definition, I would say. So you would want to start with a very pale gray and then move your way up to pure white.
Brushstrokes has a really good guide.
I've never done white before in my life until I watched his video, and it was so easy to understand. I followed the recipe and I thought my white turned out really nice, so I think it's a good thing to follow.
Okay, so we've got another Joe R. Sutton adventure.
Mr. Author Joe R. Sutton shall present.
No, it's Joe R. Sutton presents. Now, sit down by the fire and let us all have a jolly good jaunt.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's a very nice setup.
Oh, look, he's got some classic Warhammer art in the background.
Nice.
And it is a very classic shed.
And he's got interesting houses and boxes and things.
Yes. So
terrain
and Hero Quest. I wonder if that's original or new.
It's original, honey. It's original. Look,
it looks too new.
Zoom in. Maybe he's planning on selling it or something. Who knows?
No. We will watch.
Oh.
Okay. So here they are all together, the Talon Desert Raiders. I tell you what, that that muzzle burn has come up really nicely.
But,
these are some great shots. I think these are some really great army shots.
You can see the sand. It's gotten onto the black, but it just adds to the feel, I think.
But yeah, I'm waiting for the more of the close-ups where it's just...
Oh, wow. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. I like the colors.
So this is an old Katachan... what do they call it now? No, not Katachan. Or is it Chatham? I don't know.
I don't know how to say it.
But anyway, it looks very cool.
It looks like it's been in the ocean for a very long time, and then it's... Yeah.
Then yeah.
No, yeah, I'm a bit confused, but it does intrigue me as well.
Now this is, in my opinion, a much better shot.
Look at this. He's done a whole setup.
Yeah.
With the rocks and wow. Where did you get that stuff from?
From the rock place.
The rock place.
That's a
wonderful,
fantastic shot.
Wonderful
So
terrain.
yeah, he's just sort of put it all together for us to have a good old squiz.
Good squiz.
No, it's looking really good, man. It looks fantastic. I like all of it. But yeah, I think we've commented on each of these before.
We have.
So I just want to say thank you very much for sharing that with us.
Yes, we always look forward.
Do you want to read before we go?
Yeah. Good day. Good day. So I've been messing about with taking photos and trying to get a better shot of my stuff. You might have seen some of these photos. This is mostly my finished Talarn army.
So the only thing I have to say is that's a really good photo setup, except with that backboard. See how you've got the corners? Get a piece of cardstock and just have it like floppily rolled and have that...
Like concave is what he's saying. So it doesn't have a harsh
line.
Fold line. It's just sort of concave drape. So that you don't... So it looks like one smooth piece of background when you take a picture.
And that will get you better background shots. The background will be... exactly as it sounds, a background, and won't take away from the beautiful miniatures that you've actually painted. But yeah. Let us continue.
Oh, Mr. Ron. Mr. Ron has some monocycles.
So let us take a look. You want to...
Yes, finish the monocycles. I'm only trying to get a decent tabletop level as I still have about 100 more minis to paint for the army.
Okay, so let's take a look. Oh no, I have stuffed up again. I want to go just for the image.
Oh, okay. Well, I think he's done a fantastic job here.
I really like the cycles. I like the V. I like how it's paralleled on the troops as well.
I like the level of detail that is able to be seen on the monocycle itself.
Yeah.
Very clean color. And
I think it's probably just a contrast with a zenithal on top or something like that. Yeah. But the thing is, once again, just this basing, I just feel like it needs something.
Yeah, okay.
But like I think the models themselves are looking really good, especially for something which is just quote unquote tabletop. Like everything is readable, and I'd say above readable. I'd say like that's tabletop plus.
Okay.
All right. And this was me asking if people had any tips for, big armies. And my tip was make a big old bag of bases.
Oh, yeah.
Because you guys may have seen me do that before.
Yes.
I've done that before.
It was just nothing but bases and bases and more bases.
But like the thing is, once they're done, and you can just sort of
go boop, model here, and then boop, model there, and it's done. You don't have to think about it.
Oh, and so this is what we were talking about before. So Peter put this up, and we had, a whole lot of various conversations come out of it, and people talking about it. So I think it's really good. It's quite useful. I think this is what I love seeing. I love see people engaging in the community. I think it's great. And finally, we have...
The Umber Hulk. The Hive Colossus by Artisan Guild. 3D printed by me. During lockdown. A quick and lazy paint job, but mostly effective. I wouldn't want to meet him in an underdark alley.
Well, let's take a look. So, I think, yes, for a quote-unquote quick and dirty paint job, I'd say it's come out really great. Like those little bits in there.
The shadowing, yep.
Yeah, like... Obviously, this is mostly due to the model, but because of the way he did things, he's kept like very dark shadows in there, very stark. I think that looks great.
I do like the base.
Yeah, I think the base looks great. I like the, sharp highlighting along the claws. I think... I think this looks absolutely fantastic.
I think what I'd like to point out is that he's really done a great job of making things cohesive in a sort of visual feeling sort of way. This whole piece is very edgy, it's got lots of sharp points here and there. But he's done a really good job of bringing out those sharp points with the way he's done the edge highlighting with the claws and everywhere else, and the base. Lots of sort of sharp, edgy bits too. So it's very cohesive, and I like that.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really good. So Joseph says that his aim is tabletop plus, and I think
he's hit it.
Yeah, I think I'd be quite happy to call that character level. Yeah, so I think that looks really good. And so next up,
yes.
So this was him explaining how the bases work. Yeah. So do you want to do a bit of reading?
Sure. I finished off more than enough movement trays for mortal gods. It's 3 to a base, and it's a mini agnostic system. Ranged go on rounds, and melee go on triangles, so they can rank up to form larger units. These are all old models, but likely the ones I'll be using for my undead army along with others. I didn't paint the unarmored skellies, but I painted the rest a long time ago. As you can see, I'm using models with different shaped and size bases. That's why I didn't drill holes into these movement trays.
Okay, yeah, because I said a while back, like, until I sort of get the idea.
So...
Because, like, I figured that they were going to have holes in them to put the things in, right? So how does he keep them on there? Like any magnet?
No,
I think he just picks up the base itself.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I'm pretty sure these are War Machine, I think. But
looks
yeah,
kind of War Machiney.
These are old Warhammer, as far as I know.
Yeah.
But like that gives me that explanation gives me a much better understanding, because before I was just sort of like, okay. All right, you can do that.
Yeah, and I think what I really enjoy is that he's put the little tiny rocks in very specific areas, so that when you know where to mark, sort of, he's treated it almost like a marker and a filler at the same time, because once you put all the pieces together, you've got it all adds up really nice. You've got little rocks here and there between each guy, kind of thing.
Well,
it's nice.
Let's finish it up. So, once again, thank you each and every one of you. And we do have good news. So, we have finally finished up, or pretty close to finishing up the Colour Psychology Guide. And we want to thank you guys, because you are the base we started with. And currently we're sitting pretty close to 3,000 subs on this, and it's
only growing.
Yeah. And over the past month we've had 100,000 views with our videos.
Nice.
So that's pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I want to thank all of you for continuing to participate. I want to thank you for being a part of this, because WAYPN is nothing without you. If it's just me and Sunny, you know, it's not quite the same.
It's just a very quiet group chat. But this is a very loud group chat, which is good.
Yes, because we love sharing our hobby with other people. Alright guys, you have a fantastic weekend. And and we're gonna try and find some sleep somewhere at some point in time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright guys, keep those brushes wet. Bye-bye.